Hi, Zeno. Emfrick, who bet on Aki, promptly says, bad game to Aki. Amazing.
Warm up done.
Red box with some minor complications here as we get game 3 underway. Some rooftop burning, though, is going to help this for the most part.
Oh, fuck me, I'm an idiot.
As a column 6 well open and bang Tetris, Nerd the Box will get things back over to a normal right-hand well. Aki on 71, Nerd the Box on 36. We're underway in Game 3. Good evening / afternoon to you as well, Kardak. Welcome on in. We're watching Game 3 of our Round 1 matchup between Akidemus, the 7 seed, Nerd the Box, the 10 seed here in the Hopefuls Circuit. Earlier on, we had the big upset so far as the 2 seed Andre fell 3-2 to the 15 seed Scamper, who is now awaiting his next opponent in this matchup. Nerd the Box. A bit of Swiss cheese stack here is at 109. 165 for Aki. Takes a couple of delayed burns to get the well open. God, I died pretty easy. Yeah, I know that feeling. But have you tried Don't? Ooh, Nerd the Box is just getting a lot of really useless Z pieces. Now actually gets one useful-ish one, but goodness. Aki at 218, 126 for Nerd the Box, who's got a an L hang to the left and also a column 6 well for the second time this game. Just set up for a Tetris' column 6 well. Aki at 309, 139 for Nerd the Box, an absolute suffer game. Does get a Tetris somewhere in the center, but an extended bunch of digging situations has left Nerd the Box behind by a healthy amount, and a misflip again of an L piece. Akidemus returns the favor by hanging a J on the left. Nerd the Box is out of any sort of dig situation, is just waiting in a bar. Aki has got some digging to do, won't be Tetris ready for a little bit here. Nerd the Box, though, who barely gets that square over, has to take a bunch of burns here to get back to safety, but gets well open just in time for the Tetris. That was absolutely necessary. That is not the way you would have wanted to go down 2-1. But Nerd the Box stays alive, stays clean, gets a score up to 215. Aki's at 361 and still just kind of poking away at the dig situation caused by 1 or 2 little misdrops, and this has cost a good number of lines. Aki still ahead, though, by about 130,000 points here as we go over the 90 line mark, so both players having their struggles this game. But working their way through them. Good square into the T-burn there for Nerd to get things cleaned up quickly. Gets the bar, gets the score as a reward. Aki is at 391. Nerd is at 286. As Aki takes another Tetris, go to 414. Trying to keep about that 6 Tetris lead. Or as close to it as possible, because transition is coming up a little over 20 lines apiece. And the box with a bar dependency, gets the bar for it. there is the score. Very interesting chat going on. Things being spelled almost correctly. It's my favorite way to spell things. 488 for Akademus, who's got 3 Tetrises left. 357 for Nerdbox with 3 Tetrises left. Akademus looking to nurse a rather healthy lead here into the post-transition. Hopefully avoid what happened in Game 1 where the board fell apart rather rapidly. Tetris there for Aki to go to 535. It's 384 for Nerdbox. That Tetris to transition at 408. Ooh, Akademus with a misflip and is going to transition dirty at 540-ish. 540-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. But getting some pieces to burn this down. Nerdbox is going to take a Tetris to a 434, but it's still down over 110,000 points as we get going here in the post-transition. Did not want to take a triple there. Nerdbox just looking to throw as many Tetrises as possible by the looks of it. Will get that score now as a whole to contend with in column 1. Akademus has got this cleaned up. 558 for 65. Akademus will grab a Tetris going to 21 at 584. Nerdbox is at 468 in level 21 and just trying to find ways to settle the stack down. Oh, and a hang on the right-hand side, creating a diving board situation. This could be really precarious for Nerd to try and wiggle his way around, but 2 helpful pieces could do it. These are not helpful pieces, though. That left side would be really tough to access. That T does make it over, but there's still work to do. Nerd actually skimmed that bar underneath. It wasn't really helpful, but it does, it did look kind of cool. And it's going to help create that rooftop burn, and Nerdbox is looking like he's going to get out of this. Akademus, though, has again taken advantage. That lead rebuilt. It is now 679 to 510, 517 after that triple from Nerdbox. Back down to ground level, but with even more chasing to do. Hell of a survival, but this 200,000 point deficit is the next problem that Nerd's got to try and deal with. Let alone the pieces coming that are really not making this easy. A bar be beautiful for that right-hand side. Buffering not as beautiful, but it gets over with close enough. Aki, though, continuing to just pour on the points here. The aggression and the clean stacking coming through. 775 for Aki. Nerdbox takes a center well score to go to 558, but is now down 220,000 points here. About halfway through the post. Nerdbox basically has to keep both feet on the gas pedal, probably at least one hand as well. Because Akademus has built an enormous lead. 222,000 points at the moment. That is a lot of twos. And Nerdbox is bored. I look over and it is gone to hell and back. Oh, and the double flip of the bar is going to end that game at 569,000. Akademus at 825.
Rocco Richie said, R. Ban Goy said, read the room, Rocco.
See, Colin knows what's up.
Ban Goy said, he's playing a match.
Hey, nice line spin. It'd be more tolerable if Aki would max this.
Rocco Richie said, pressure is
Yes!
off.
Yes!
But
Fucking yes! I got the comp max. Fuck, yes!
oh yeah, it's doable.
Maxout 192.
Ban Goy said, cool. Rocco Richie said,
Hey, Matt.
good. Frantic Thumb said, yes.
A little bit of flex style for you. Flex style, you say?
Frantic Thumb said, the hangover of Max. Janitchka said, I saw that. Ban Goy said,